Hello world, my name's Data Mining Mike, and before I was a data scientist, I was a school-trained interrogator for the Marine Corps. Today, I'm going to teach you how to interrogate data, also known as basic data science or data mining. When done correctly, datasets don't just talk, they gossip. This presentation is one of a kind, and it will open your mind to the scientific method of exploring and testing data. In our case study, we reference the ongoing Washington State Amazon spending scandal. And if you are not familiar with it, watch this video first. Also, check out the blog article link in the video description below. Tools of the trade. I use two main platforms, Microsoft Excel and Jupyter Notebooks with Python. Like many data scientists, I love Jupyter. Its individual code blocks are perfect for visualization, debugging, and staying organized. For this interrogation, we'll stick to Python code in Jupyter. Big data definition. Any dataset that is so big you need cloud computation to manipulate it. Step-by-step interrogation begins. The first thing I do is import the dataset into Jupyter Notebooks and then ask the following questions with code. What is your name? Checking the dataset title, we explore more questions to find its identity. Next, we ask, how big are you? We use the shape function to get the number of rows and columns. Then we ask, what are your columns called? We analyze the column names and see if they reflect the dataset's purpose. Give me your stats! We do this by using the describe function to get descriptive statistics for a quick view of the mean, median, and standard deviation per integer column. What data types do you have? We use the data types function to check the data types of the columns. If we find a date time column, we can ask, how old are you? What time periods do you cover? Next, we check for missing values. We identify missing data per column. We calculate the sparsity percentage. We look for duplicate values. When we find duplicate values using the .duplicated sum to detect them. Next, we have the decision to make. Do we drop or keep the duplicate or missing values? Then we go into outlier removal by applying the interquantile range or IQR filtering. Next, we remeasure using the shape function again to document the new size of the dataset after cleaning. Then we go into data transformation. We convert categorical columns into binary or integers. We parse the date time column into three distinct columns of day, month, and year. Then we visualize the trends across time. By the end of the data transformation, we have taken an unclean Rubik's Cube and solved it. With this solved Rubik's Cube, we are now ready for further interrogation. Correlation is key. A correlation matrix is like a gold pan for data miners. It reveals relationships between variables, positive, negative, or none at all. Then we drop highly correlated variables to prevent multicollinearity in predictive modeling. Next, we move on to univariate and bivariate explorations. We interrogate the probability distributions by visualizing them. First, we use univariate exploration, exploring one column at a time. Then, we use bivariate exploration or interrogation, where we compare or interrogate two columns against each other. Also, looking at the tail end of the distribution, we can look for signs of Benford's law to sniff out fraud. Still, more data cleaning. Data cleaning is a huge part of data interrogation. We drop irrelevant columns. We find the top 20 names or categories. We can identify extreme dates, highs, lows, and spending. And we can create word clouds from the descriptive text. Next, we move on to enhanced interrogation techniques using machine learning. First, we have unsupervised models. That means there is no labels attached to the data. We use clustering like k-means to uncover hidden patterns or find ranking structures. We reduce the dimensions of the data using principal component analysis and explore it in 3D space. With supervised models, we add labels. We use models like random forest, Ceramax, and market basket analysis. We use these to predict or classify revenues, expenses, or other outcomes. Even if predictions fail, that's still insight. Therefore, you know the limits of the data. Congratulations, you just got a crash course in data interrogation. And that's called value. Because of that, you should like this video. Remember that sharing is caring. Subscribing is what winners do, but smashing the bell is what legends do. This channel breeds legends. Till next time, keep your data clean, keep your models lean, and keep your questions mean. I'm Data Mining Mike. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.